Bye. I'm in charge now. I look very nice, don't I?
You do look very nice. You do look very nice. You always look very nice. May have misjudged that slightly. They're like, what is this wonderful green substance? It tastes so good. I don't believe it. What does that be, beautiful farmers? It's your boy Carl. I got the Jeep washed. And now you can just see scrapes everywhere. So it's late March and we're still only lambing crossbreds yet, which is only probably about 1/10 of the flock. But there's been plenty of action already for sure. Lost the ewe. We think a triplet lamb got taken by the fox. Yesterday, I wasn't there now, but Dad went out and there was a pair coming together, which is annoying. Happens maybe once a year or whatever, but if you're not there, it's usually not a good outcome. One of the lambs was alright, one of them died, like, so I think he has her home. She's a good Joe, so he's going to try and adopt the second one on. We've a couple of pet lambs, so, but like, you'll talk about the bad stories, like, but they're popping out fairly safely. We've had to pull a couple, but even they've been more or less successful, so can't really complain. Like, you'll always have losses, like, so there's no point getting too hung up on them, is there? But there's livestock, there's dead stock, and as the saying goes, you wouldn't be long filling the bag this time of year. Black beauty. Nice lamb. Not sure is it a ram or yo, but looks like a ram from here, but I'm not fully sure. There's a good few to lamb here yet. Like April is our time, like it's not really March. There's just these ones last couple of years we decided to get them lamb a bit earlier. Just staggers it out a bit. Just you can get a nice few out on the ground before the main rush starts coming. The other school of thought is that you end up lambing for 6-7 weeks instead of 3 or 4, and that when you're at it and it's intense, you want to just kind of burst into it and get it done. But then, like, if you've got a good lot of sheep, and then staggering them out can take the pressure off a wee bit, and you can focus on the sheep that are lambing at that time. So yeah, there's definitely people have different opinions on it, so it just depends on what works for your system, really. Great weather for lambing these days, absolutely powerful. Like, the lambs that pop out in the morning, like, you know, they have a lovely sunny day in the sun to just to give them that start, you know. It's a big help compared if they're coming out in bad weather. Boy on the ditch is a bit sleepy looking of himself. I might be improving now. Very fresh them, I'd say. They're literally not long after popping, so wouldn't worry about them. You know, they're still wet, but you know, with the way they're walking too, they're like Bambi on slats. Trying to figure out how to use these 4 legs of mine. Typical when you're completely prepared, armed to the teeth, ready to go. I've got the dog with me, I've got a small trailer for carrying sheep, so I wouldn't have to put them into the pickup. I've even got this chest thing, the GoPro yoke, so I can put it on in case I need to catch a yo, which would be just perfect. Would get glorious footage. Two lovely pairs of half-bred hornies there. Alright, I think we're good here. I've got a couple of sheep to shear and I've got a few bits and pieces to do. I have to go down to Glenif too and move some sheep and put some buckets out to them because they'll be lambing there soon in a couple of days. So I'm going to belt away. All looks good here. I think I'm going to sign off the sheet and say Carol said these are alright for a couple of hours. Right, I'll see you in Glenif. The plan is here to dose Dad's sheep. Now, I did it with my sheep last week, but my sheep will be lambing a bit earlier than Dad's, just because I'm going for the 1st of April and he probably put his out to go for a little bit later. I want my sheep lambing from 1st of April on because I'm a shearer, and if the weather's good in late April, then we'll be shearing. People will start ringing and I'll be going away. I could be doing 2, 3, 4 days a week shearing at that stage. So it's kind of annoying lambing and shearing, the two meshing together, and you'd like to have the lambing out of the way at that stage. But we're going down here to dose Dad's sheep in Glenif, and also to bring my pairs home. I don't really have anywhere to go with them and don't really want them lambing on the bog or on the mountain, because pairs need a bit more, just need a bit of grass really. So I've decided I have 10 pairs in my bunch of ewes, so we're bringing them home and we're throwing them into a bit of a field, and yeah, that's the plan. That's it, yeah. You think I'd have seen enough of them?
We just like seeing a working dog. And, yeah, it's cute.
If you want to wait for a half an hour or an hour, you see them up here.
Alright.
No, I own them and I'm videoing them. You think I'd have seen enough of them?
Yeah.
So that all happened pretty quickly, but basically I'm now in my outfitted Jeep and I'm bringing home my twins. So they were in with a couple of other singles. There's about, I don't know, 25-ish sheep in total that were in a garden from last Wednesday when we dosed all my ones, and we picked them off. Ones that I thought were a wee bit thinner, and then twin sheep as well, only 10 of them. So they basically, I let them eat off that little field. It was just biding a bit of time really, procrastinating until I figured out what I could do with them. But we're going and bringing the 10 sheep up home and then letting the singles down the bog, because like they'll be fine, single lambs. That's probably where I'm going to lamb all my sheep this year. The one thing about this weather is that it suits like boggier ground because it's quite dry and there's plenty of moisture down there. Even if there was a couple of weeks of sunshine and no rain, it'd be fine down there because there's no shortage of water in the bog. May have misjudged that slightly. Very hard to judge the back of the trailer. You think you're beside the gap and you're not at all. Excuses. I'm just a poor bad driver. They're like, what is this wonderful green substance? It tastes so good. I don't believe it. Here, grab it.
Hi, I'm in charge now. I look very nice, don't I?
You do look very nice. You do look very nice. You always look very nice.
What are we doing now today?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Same thing we do every day, Pinky. Try to take over the world. And we're dosing sheep today, down in lovely Glenif.
Yeah, we're getting the Glenif sheep ready for
Lambing, ready?
lambing, yeah. Have there been any sheep lambed already?
Yes, there's some sheep lambed already, just a few crossbreds. What do you like most about farming?
Animals.
Animals. So Heather Ann is my younger sister, for people who don't know. We are a family of 9, and I'm the eldest, and Heather Ann is the youngest. And there's 17 years difference between us. There, Heather Ann.
Yeah.
And we're the best workers, aren't we?
17 years awesomer, 17 years
We're the best.
stupider.
We're we're the best. We're the two best workers, aren't we?
Well, there's also Joanne though.
Joanne's not a good worker. We're the best workers. Joanne's a
We're
good.
the self-confident girls.
I know.
I know I am, but Carl's maybe self-confident.
Mum and Dad started off good, I reckon, and they finished good.
Yeah.
But everyone in between is just useless.
Hello, world. It is me again.
Sheep dosed and sorted out. Battery unfortunately ran out in the GoPro, and the spare batteries were in my Jeep, which was out the mountain, as Dad bought it out in order to get a lift out to gather the sheep while I used his Jeep.
Well, that's a wrap.